Sorry. So I've ridden the Grom. This is the cool custom part of this bike that you will only see here on John's Moto Garage.
You want to go for a quick spin?
Yeah.
Alright.
Show off. Catching this bike would definitely be hard. If that is a police officer behind me, I'm gonna freak out. Freaking cars. Oh my gosh, I got a bug in my eye, you guys. I have a bug in my eye. Got our special guest, John from John's Moto Garage. No relation. What? I don't want to go that way. Fine, we're going this way. Hey, welcome back to Jackie's Moto Garage. Today I'm going to take out the DRZ and the Grom, and I'm going to do a little beginner comparison on the two bikes, see which one I believe is a better fit for me, and maybe this will give you an idea if you're a beginner, maybe which one might be better for you. So let's check it out. Alright, so I'm going to take the Grom out and let's see how this goes. As always, I will probably make a fool of myself. So, you know it's going to be a good time. Ready to go. Yeah, right off the bat, this one is very comfortable to sit on, especially at my height. I'm about 5'5", flat-footed. So if I stall at a stop sign, if I stall when I'm turning, I can easily put my feet down, catch myself. But hopefully that won't happen. It's not very intimidating. And I forgot my gloves! You guys. That's a beginner mistake. I forgot my gloves. I will go put those back on when I head to the house. Okay, John said, good tip. Every stop sign, stop all the way. No, it's the law. And when you're learning to ride a motorcycle, it's probably easy to just roll right through it. Let's see, but I know that stopping and starting is one of the hardest things, especially for myself. Just getting the feel for the clutch and just starting to go without stalling. It's pretty hard. Something that I still struggle with, so making sure that I stop at every stop sign gives me that practice that I need to start back up. Downshift and bring it to a stop. I can already tell just a few times that I've gone out on the motorcycle, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with shifting and starting. And it's exciting. It's super exciting to see that. See, I just shifted without any issues. Where in the past, I would get really nervous about shifting, and then I usually just wouldn't do it. I'd putt around in first, and I know that's not a good thing to do. And don't worry, I'm working on getting the proper gear that I need. Jackets, pants, boots, gloves that fit me, all of that stuff. Luckily, John has plenty of helmets that I have one that I can use. I have a blast on this thing. I don't know why I didn't start riding motorcycles sooner, but you know what? It's never too late to learn. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna put this back in neutral. There we go. It like wouldn't go past 5 miles an hour. I don't know what the deal was. I'll have to ask John. Okay, so Grom, less intimidating. I can easily touch the ground, flat-footed, when riding this thing. The price is right for a beginner motorcycle, for sure. The stance, even though it's a little more aggressive than the DRZ, it's not bad. Like, it doesn't hurt my wrists at all. It's nice and easy. It's a comfortable bike to sit on, especially, I don't know, I mean, if you're a big person, if you're a lot taller than I am, then I can see where you would have some issues. There we go. I've got to get my shifting under control, guys. This is just crazy. Oh, can't forget my gloves. Where are those dang gloves? There's these ones. These are huge, though. I need some gloves that are my size. Where are those gloves? So user error. John was checking the shifting to make sure it was still good to go. It's a little more beat up, harder to shift because of that, but should be fine. There they are.
Still probably better.
All right. It doesn't feel as heavy once you're sitting on it and you have it up. I can tippy toe or be on maybe just the balls of my feet. Yeah. I can do this. This is a cool custom part of this bike that you will only see here on John's Moto Garage. Okay, I haven't ridden this one since last year. Right off the bat, it is a lot louder than the Grom. This is like riding a stallion. I'm so high up. Feels pretty smooth. The stance is better. I feel like I'm riding around on a recliner or just sitting in a chair. It's like sitting in a chair. So let's see if I can stop and touch and not drop this bike. Cool. I told John I wasn't going to leave the cul-de-sac, but here I am leaving the cul-de-sac on the DRZ. I don't know if I've ever shifted this bike. And to be honest, I'm a little nervous doing it. Okay, I can't get too crazy with my stopping because I don't want to drop this beast. You know what? I feel like starting on this bike is a lot easier than the Grom. Okay, let's try to shift. Neutral. Hey! So shifting is pretty easy. Oh my gosh, I got a bug in my eye, you guys! I have a bug in my eye! I have a freaking bug in my eye. I guess that's why you have the little windshield on your, or the screen on your helmet. I'm gonna let this guy go. Ah, freaking cars. Okay, gotta take it easy. Don't want to run into that Jeep. I hope that's not an officer behind me. If that is a police officer behind me, I'm gonna freak out. Alright, so impressions on the DRZ. I like it. I'm sitting up a lot higher, which is fun. Sorry kids, I can't wave to you. I gotta use my hands. I do like the fact that you're sitting up a little higher on the DRZ. It's not too bad. The height, it's really not too bad stopping. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Let's see if John will roll around with me on the Grom. Hey, you read my mind.
Huh?
I was just gonna get you.
I told Jasmine to watch the baby. How's it feel?
It's not as bad stopping as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Like catching myself.
The thing that gets people on these bikes because they're tall is if you do happen to stall and you're kind of leaned over the wrong way, then it's a lot easier to drop it.
Yeah.
But aside from that, once the movement is pretty good. You want to go for a quick spin?
Yeah. Alright. Show off. So yeah, I truly like the DRZ, where I didn't think I would, just because of how tall it is. And the Grom it's fun to ride around on the Grom for sure. So I'm gonna practice my stopping. Yeah, pretty easy to catch yourself. It's not bad. But like John said, I can see where you are. If you stop a weird way or you turn too sharply, catching this bike would definitely be hard. I can't even imagine doing a wheelie on this. I can't believe John does that. It's just crazy. See, this is how it should be. John on the baby bike, me on the big bike. impressions on the DRZ. I'm still kind of all over the place with these moto vlogs because it is a lot harder than I thought. I thought it would be pretty easy to roll around on the motorcycle and talk about whatever, but it is hard when you are thinking about all of these new things that you're learning with the motorcycle and then trying to organize your thoughts. It's tough. Can we let these cars go? Okay, so turning on the Grom, pretty easy. Turning on the DRZ, the turns are a lot wider, it's a little tougher. But I think I'm hooked on this DRZ. I love this thing. If you're a new beginner, then maybe if you have the luxury to sit on a Grom first and then move to the DRZ pretty quickly after that, then go for that. But if I was just starting and I could only get one motorcycle, then I might opt out for the DRZ. I feel like you'd outgrow the Grom pretty fast. I'm not there yet, for sure. I have not outgrown the Grom, but I feel like that could happen. Happen a lot faster. Anyways. Got our special guest, John from John's Moto Garage. No relation. What? I don't want to go that way. Fine, we're going this way. My hand gets worn the heck out with these clutches. Need some nice padded gloves or something. Need to learn how to do my hand signals. But this is super fun. Rolling around the neighborhood with John. He's a lot faster with starting and stopping. So overall, I think the DRZ would, in fact, make a good beginner bike. Ooh, see? That thing was leaning.
How was it?
It was good. I think I like the DRZ a lot better than the Grom. Yeah, the shifting's a lot smoother. It's a lot more forgiving when you're starting, when you're stopped and then you start rolling around. It has its pros and cons. Shifting is easier. It's a smooth ride. You're higher up, which feels nice. But stopping and turning, I could tell it takes a lot wider turns. And then stopping, you might drop that thing. But just stopping right now, I could definitely feel it leaning, which...
That's the hardest part for new riders. Starting, stopping, slow speed. So parking lots, starting at a stoplight, doing a U-turn at a stoplight. That stuff, from experience as a new rider, I think freaks people out. So if you couldn't tell from the video, I think I'm leaning more towards the DRZ in my beginner journey. That one was a lot of fun, a lot more power. The clutch was a little stiff for me, but the shifting was a lot smoother, and I liked being up high, and it wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be maneuvering it around even in the tight turns around the cones. My only worry about the DRZ and the only downfall that I can see with this bike is tipping it over. It's going to be a lot easier for me to drop that bike, and it's going to be a lot harder for me to pick it back up. But I know I'm going to have a lot of fun on that thing. Alright, if you like what you see, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you on the next one. I didn't realize I have a Honda sticker here, but not over here.